Portions of our programming have been pre-recorded. The Good Neighbor Network, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. Flagship station for MTSU Sports. The views and opinions on this show are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of WGNS, its management, other hosts, or advertisers.
All right. Ed Raymer with you here. Sunday night, June 7th, 2026. We're glad to have you here if you're listening, and I know a bunch of you are. And we're here once more with you. Yes, we're in our 14th year. We're right here with you. And here at WGNS, we'll get into that in a minute. Connor's on the board. And I have a couple of guests with me tonight, an unexpected treat. But my main guest tonight that was on there, and you all know, and I promoted this, Dr. Joyce Neal. Joyce, how are you?
I'm doing just great. A little allergies, but I'll be okay.
You've been. God, we've got you some water there, and Connor, put her a little bourbon in that.
Yeah,
and
that'll work.
We want to get the truth here out of these people. How do you really feel? You're running for District 4, and we're going to talk about this and how it's been cut up and sliced up and all that stuff. And you brought your money partner with you there. She's the one taking care of all your money issues. Marlena Trago, and she is a candidate for the State House in District 37. Step up to that mic, young lady. How you doing?
I'm well. Thank you.
Well, that's better than some guests have done. I've had them come in and say, how you doing? Fine. Just talk. You'll be okay. You're fine. You're not doing it. You're good. And both of these ladies, they have now. Both of you. Is this first? I asked you a while ago. Is this first time you ever put your name on a ballot?
First time.
Yes.
Is this your first time as well?
Mm-hmm.
What made y'all want to do that? I'm going to ask you that, and then we'll open the show up. But what made you want to do that? It just
lack of transparency from both sides of the aisle.
I'll go with you there, Marlena.
Just got tired of how everything was. I figured if it's not me, then who else? So instead of waiting for someone else to do it, I just stepped up.
I admire people that do that. I have never done it, and at this stage of my life, I probably never will. These ladies are going to be with us for the balance of the hour. We've got some questions, some topics to go over with them and what they want to go over as well. And, Connor, we're going to kick this thing off and give these ladies maximum yield of their time if we could. But for right now, my name is Edwin Lee Raymer, and yes, I am still a private investigator. Welcome aboard.
This is the Edwin Lee Raymer Show with your host, Ed Raymer, on your Good Neighbor station, News Radio, WGNS.
And that's a little rock and roll to kick you off on a Sunday night at 8:04 p.m. And yes, this is the Edwin Lee Raymer Show, and I'm your host, Ed Raymer. And this show is produced right here at the studios of WGNS, AM 1450, FM 101.9, 100.5, right here in the great heart of the volunteer state, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. You can reach us tonight with your questions and comments. You can reach these ladies at 615-893-1450. That's 615-893-1450. And you can also send us a text to that number. If you're a little too high or too shy and you don't want to go on the air, we certainly understand that. If you don't want to be heard on the air, we understand that. And if you're a Republican who doesn't want to be caught on the air with me, I certainly understand that. And our producer, Connor, will be glad to read the question or give it to one of us, and we'll read it for you. Now, how do you find us? Of course, the old-fashioned radio. And for children, you younger people, Marlena, this could probably include you. There's a rectangular device in the dash of your car. It's called a radio. If you hit an on button, it'll come on, and you get sound out of it, music, people like me talking about things they don't know anything about. And so that's the old-fashioned, that's the way, and that's how I came up here 14 years ago. Facebook Live. We are on YouTube. We are on all my broadcasts are there. Connor will download this show after we're done. And all of our shows are there. All of them from, years back. They're there. And we started that about 3-4 years ago. So there's a lot of shows there. And you can go back, just type in on YouTube, The Edwin Lee Raymer Show. It's all you got to do. And you can find it. And you can download WGNS. Take WGNS, the app, with you wherever you go. Listen whenever you wish. Angela Bingham and Angie just left here a while ago. Check them out at 6 o'clock on Sunday, doing Simplicity, doing a great job. And check out all the great shows here. Jason Qualls with financial advice. He's here every afternoon when baseball doesn't intercede, with financial coaching, doing a great job, good guests, good information, and I listen to him when I can and when baseball does not intercede. And again, we're glad to have all of you with us. Thank you, and thank you to our sponsors. And Dr. Joyce, thank you for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
No, glad to have you. You did this, and you've never done it before.
Never.
Tell people about yourself, because a lot of people don't know. They don't know you. And tell them what you've done, where you're from, how you got here.
Well, I was born and raised in Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay.
Moved to the Fort Campbell, Kentucky area when I was about 13 or 14 years old.
What part of Kentucky?
Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Fort Campbell?
I was a military dependent.
Okay.
Military dependent, and stayed there, went to school. Around 25, 26 years of age, I decided I needed to find a job.
Right.
So I joined the Army.
Right.
I was active duty for 4.5 years, and then Army Reserve for 26, so I'm a retired veteran.
Okay. Good for you.
The thing about being in the military, they paid for my undergraduate degree, paid for my master's degree, but I had to foot the third one, but that was okay.
Sure, that's all right. That's okay.
I have 3 daughters. I have
Great.
4 grandkids. And I have 5 great-grandkids.
You have great-grandchildren?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
A great-grandmother running
Yes.
for the United States Congress.
Yes, I'm trying to make a better world for my great-grandkids. My grandkids are grown, they're okay. But my great-grandkids, they're all under 21.
Right.
And I need to make sure that America is going to be there for them.
That's a very noble, very, very noble. I'm telling you. Marlena, how did you get here? And I don't mean the car you drove. I mean, how did you? And you're running in District 37 now. You're running for the State House, and move in a little close to your mic if you could. And Connie, you're gonna have to turn her up. I can't hardly hear. Now you're running, like I said, for District 37.
Yes.
Now, have you had this animosity toward your family long, or? I'm just kidding you. Go ahead.
Why am I running?
Why? Yeah, tell me about it. How'd you get? Where are you
How did
from?
I
How
get here?
have you been here? Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you from? Tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I've lived in Murfreesboro for the last 5 years.
Okay.
Tennessee is where I call home.
Right.
I got here because I am a local activist and organizer. I started a women's group last October, and it took off really well. And I saw that we aren't actually living in a Red Sea. We're just living in a suppressed state.
Right.
So I thought, why not give everybody a voice?
I agree. Thank you. Thanks for doing it. Now, let's be sure on something we're talking about here. These primaries, and Joyce, you're in one.
Yes.
And there's you, and there's name the people that are in this primary with you. It's all been changed because of these.
Everything was
votes.
changed because of the May 7th redistricting.
Right.
I was originally in District 5.
Right.
And when they did what they did, I got kicked into 4. So I'm running in 4. Mike Cortez out of Nashville is running in 4.
Right.
Victoria Broderick.
Victoria, and
Yeah,
she's right now. She's down in.
She's in
Fayetteville,
Yes,
Winchester.
Yes, I think so.
I forget.
So-
One down in there somewhere. But now I know Victoria. She's been on here
Yes,
several
yes, she
times.
has.
Yeah, fine young woman.
And then we have 2 other individuals. One is Tim Lanier. He lives in Nashville. And the other individual, I don't know his first name. I think his last name is Uffelman or Huffman. I'm not for sure. But he lives in Swanee.
Okay. All right. And all this is as a result.
Of the redistricting.
And this primary will be over as of August 6th. Okay.
Yes.
Marlene, is that true in your case? Now, who all is running in your situation for the State House?
So for my primary, I do have Mary Ann Young, and then for my general election, it would be Charlie Baum, who is the incumbent.
Charlie Baum. Okay, Charlie. Yeah, okay. All right. Now, to be fair about this, me and Dr. Joyce here, we talked about this, and I knew she was going to be here. Marlena was an added attraction that came up, and glad to have you here. But we're going to have you back, so
Yes.
please stay in touch. And we're glad to have you, and she's going to join in. But Dr. Joyce, you're the one. Let me ask you something. And we've talked about the term limits.
Yes.
We talked a little bit before that. But health care is a big problem in this state.
Yes, it is.
And this bunch is not. We've got a governor that's sitting on top of money that could be released for Medicare funds. I think was it 400
It was a
million?
lot.
300, 400 million.
Yeah,
I can't
to
remember.
expand Medicaid,
and
yeah.
it's still sitting there, and I don't know. People need this, and this is money that's already been
already
paid
there.
by the tax. It's there,
there.
and I don't know what we're trying to do by doing this. Your thoughts, please.
Well, the state legislatures, they do have to go in there and accept the money to expand Medicare. Expand Medicaid. But that's up to the state.
Sure.
And what we need to do is to get folks like Marlena elected
Exactly.
so that we can make some changes at the state level.
Right.
And once we get those changes made, then we can work on other issues. But
Right. And I looked, and healthcare is always going to be a big
Always.
issue. And I've looked, and I want to tell you, I pulled this up. Here are the experts in what they have to say about our healthcare system. Now this is as of 2021. The number one healthcare system in the world was France. Number 2, Italy. 3, San Marino. 4, Andorra. 5 is Malta. Singapore, Spain, Oman, Austria. Japan is number 10. Norway is 11. The good old USA is 37.
I'm sure they've dropped probably since then.
I don't doubt it. And no one seems to care.
I care.
I care, but no one. It's like, well, we don't need to talk about that. What? Yeah, I think we might ought to.
We need to. Health care, everyone that's breathing needs health care.
Sure.
And we,
at one point or
at
another,
one
you're
point
going
or
to
another,
need.
you're gonna
Sure,
need it.
you're going to have to have.
And the Affordable Care Act, it was passed, and it would have worked perfectly had they not taken out the requirement
Sure.
that everyone have.
That's
And-
right.
And then, of course, in their wisdom, that those sitting up in Congress now, well, we'll just take away the subsidies. That hurt
It's killing
probably
people.
3/4 of America.
Sure. Well, that's their plan. That's the
yeah.
Republican plan, is to bleed you to death.
Well, and they're just about doing it.
They've just about done it.
They're doing that is
Sure.
why it is important for everyone out there to elect a Democrat.
I agree.
We do care about your health, and I don't know how to express it any better than that. We care. We want to make sure that you have the same insurance plan that those sitting in Congress have right now.
Right.
And if we can get that and ensure everyone from birth until it's time to go 6 feet under.
That's right.
But of course, within the health care, you're going to be able to make the adjustments for your diet. That has an impact. So we've got a lot to work on in order to get everyone insured, but it can be done. And even if they say there's no money, there's plenty of money in the federal budget that they can send down to
There's
the
all
states.
kinds. Yeah, it's there.
Plenty of money. And
If you've got money to kill people, you've
You've
got
got
money.
money. Yes, you do.
You've got money
You do.
to,
You
and
do.
in a way, our armed forces is a perfect example of,
yes, it is.
socialized medicine.
Yes, it is.
If your soldier is hurt or whatever, you want to get them to Walter Reed or a hospital and get them fixed up where they can get back in and do their job,
That's true.
whatever it may be, fire a rifle, drive a tank, fly a plane, whatever the case may be. But, and it's almost the perfect example of what we have. We've got money for that. We've got money to go to be over in Iran.
Illegally.
Illegally, yeah, thank you. And you're looking for a second job because I'm looking for a sidekick if you want.
No.
I'm telling you, no, it's ridiculous.
It is. And when you look at the way the armed forces, when I was in graduate school, postgraduate, I had to write a paper on to insure individuals in America, and I used the example of the military. They insure the dependents. The dependents get free health care.
Right.
If you get your medication at a military pharmacy, there's no cost. So if you're in the uniform, wherever you go, everything's going to be free for you. For the soldier, everything is free.
Should be.
For the dependents, it depends. You may have to spend, I'm sure it's gone up quite a bit, but if a dependent has to spend the night in the hospital, it might cost them $10 or $15. It depends on.
That's fine.
But health care is one that if we can insure Congress, we can insure the military, we can insure every single person in America because there is money in the budget.
I did my own study of it once. This has been probably 6-7 years ago, and I'll make it real quick. But I'm telling you, I looked at all the people we were already paying for health care. That includes me now, and at the time it wasn't. But Medicare people, Medicaid, prisoners, armed services, teachers, who ultimately we have to take care of. They say they pay for it themselves, but no, we pay it through their salary, and others, electric people work for our utilities, all these people work for governments, okay? The United States government. Senators and congressmen, they didn't want anybody looking into their health care plan, which I wish we all could get a taste of that.
Yes.
But, and it was like out of 310 million people, it was already like 147 million we were paying for. Straight up.
Yeah.
We're paying for almost half of it anyway. Now, the whole truth of the matter is our insurance companies are paying the rest of it because they do it on deductibles and
yes, they do.
And charging extra. I mean, it's just a fact of life. That's the way money works.
Yes, it does.
It's called economics, and that's the way they work it, and they do it very well. So, I mean, even the dinosaurs died.
They did.
I'm sorry to tell these insurance companies.
They did, yes.
But, it's tough when you've got, and I've got a good friend in Kentucky, best friend I've ever had, and he didn't know that night till we were here, Jan Shepard, who's no longer with us. She passed away. But she was a health care, she was an expert in Medicare and Medicaid and fraud. She was the best, I'm telling you. And, we had talked about this and talked about it, and there were people that I lost my train of thought. But anyway.
That's okay.
But we were talking about, I mean, it's for half of those people, we're already paying it.
We are.
We are, one way or another. And Jan had seen this, and she knew exactly what the numbers were. And, there was just, we talked about this. This is going back several years now. This conversation has finally got to come to an end. But those people, I know what I was talking about, the CEOs and these presidents, these corporations, every one, and she had the top 5 or 6 insurance companies in this nation. Every one of them, minimum $20 million bonus, $30 million, $40 million. My friend talked to me, I think I was on the way home, and he called that night, or maybe the next day, and said, hey, that was one of that. We wondered where our insurance premium was. So I said, now I know where $30 million of it goes. And it goes to that CEO every single year.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And that needs to change.
Yeah, and I'm not for anyone. I'm all for the American way and free and commerce and, doing your own thing and making money. That's wonderful. But we've reached a point with healthcare. This thing has we've got to do something about it.
Yeah, America is on life support.
Oh,
so we're on life
no doubt about that. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. We've got Marlena Trago here, and she's running for your vote in District 37 for the State House. And Dr. Joyce Neal is here, and she's running here in District 4, United States Congress. She'll be going against Scott Desjardins, just like everybody else. And I'll tell you what, I'm Ed Raymer. Connor's on the board, and we're going to go to our first series of breaks, okay? Stay with us. We'll be back right after this. Stick around. Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. You know, if you just need someone checked out on a background check, a tag number run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219. Or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
And I want to tell you about a great friend of ours, J. Mullins Jewelers. You know, they've been in this county for going on 100 years now. And their new location is 1640 Memorial Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. Jewelry for any and all occasions, weddings, birthdays, of course, all holidays, Christmas and everything, getting real busy around the Christmas holidays. Check them out at 1640 Memorial Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. You know, J. Mullins Jewelers. Can't beat it. Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. You know, if you just need someone checked out on a background check, a tag number run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219. Or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
And I want to tell you about a great friend of ours, J. Mullins Jewelers. You know, they've been in this county for going on 100 years now. And their new location is 1640 Memorial Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. Jewelry for any and all occasions, weddings, birthdays, of course, all holidays, Christmas and everything, getting real busy around the Christmas holidays. Check them out at 1640 Memorial Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. You know, J. Mullins Jewelers. Can't beat it. All right, we are back with Marlena Trigo. Marlena, is that right?
Yes.
Marlena?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. Marlena. And she is going to be back with us because she is running for State House District 37. And we're glad you stopped by. Really am. And good to get to know you. And Dr. Joyce Neal is here. She is running for District 4 Congress against Desjardins. Where would you want to go if they said, okay, you got the job tomorrow? Doc, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to present documents to reallocate funding to education, to health care, and to Social Security.
In which that would include abortion.
That it would, because that's part of health care. A
Right.
woman's health care covers blood work, mammograms, you name it.
Everything. Yeah, right.
It covers
Yeah,
everything. And
sure.
abortion falls under a medical necessity at
Sure.
some point in time. So it will cover if my plan if my plan gets to work, it will
Right.
cover. And abortion's gonna have to be made a law of the land.
It's going to have to be.
We
Sure.
need to make sure that it can never, ever be overturned regardless of who is sitting on the Supreme Court.
Exactly. Yeah, and undoubtedly we had 3 of the attendees
Yes.
because President Obama,
Yes.
that mean man, he wouldn't.
yeah.
They wouldn't even give from my famous state, Mr. McConnell
Yes.
wouldn't even give Merrick
Give him
Garland
time,
even a
yes.
hearing.
Yes.
I think it's a disgrace, and this is the reason we
Yes.
are here.
We're here.
And you can start with Mitch.
Yes, we can.
You can go on down with all of Trump's minions, and that
Yes.
includes that little boy's in the as you said, the Johnson, whatever he is. And they could stop all this with a snap of your fingers.
Yes, they could just say, okay, look, Prez, we're done with this nonsense. We're going to get back
Right.
to a true America first.
Sure.
And we're going to cut out all your little wants and needs, wants, not needs. We're going to stop them. So you need to tell your minions that you have out there their time has come to an end.
Sure.
And I'm hoping and praying that when January rolls around, that we will have control of the House and everything is going to cease once that Congress convenes in January.
I think if that can happen, and I believe it can.
It can.
I believe it can. I believe you're going to see. I think first of all, for America, you're going to see a big sigh of relief
Yes, we will.
from a lot of people that you're not hearing from right now.
Yes.
Because this is, I mean, we got a school district up in Knoxville that took roots off the bookshelf. Alex Haley, Pulitzer Prize winner, one of the esteemed authors of the great state of Tennessee, a Tennessee boy. I mean, now the chairman, the administrator of schools, I think, put it back on the shelf.
They
put
did.
it back.
They put it back.
But this is ridiculous.
Yeah, they put it back. Yeah, censorship.
It is utterly
needs to be
ridiculous.
stopped.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
They've gone overboard on this censorship. And
Yeah, just because you can don't mean you do.
should.
Okay.
And that's correct.
We got a caller on the line. Hello, caller. Go ahead. This is Ed Raymer. Go ahead.
Mr. Raymer, how you doing? I vote for 2 candidates, sir.
Hello, is this Jeff?
Yes, it is. I just wanted to tell Miss Neal I enjoyed meeting you a few weeks ago.
Thank you.
Well, this is Jeff Neal.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Jeff. Yeah, we've got your ex-wife up here.
No, we're like, yeah, I know. You know how to start all that.
Oh my gosh.
That's better. You know better. But no, I just want to say that 2 candidates, I haven't got to meet. I know she has charged on my district is Don White. So that's just the guys. There was a guy that came by, wasn't here, but he's a Democrat, right? Per se, against primary on my travel. But I wanted to ask Ms. Neal, with 5 Democrats running, how do you feel like it's going to be? I know you want a lot of turnout and everything, but how do you feel that you feel it's going to be really close between you 5? Because before there was like 2, I think, before they did all this changing around gerrymandering. Before they did all that stuff. And I think there's some good things you've got. It's just like Evan Lee has said time and time again, that the Democrats, they need to get control of at least one house, hopefully both, but, if they can do that, I don't know, they've already thrown out the one congressman we had in Memphis. I don't know if Pierce is going to run for that district in Congress, but I just want to say I appreciate y'all putting y'all's name on the ballot, and I want to tell y'all one thing about the gas real quick. There's a scam going around that when you go to get gas and the price is really high, they put something on the gas pump to keep it where it stays on. So you think that when you drive away, you think it's off and nobody is going to put anything else on however you pay. So, but it's not. It's still on, so people can still pull up to that pump and get gas.
Really?
They put a little screw on the nozzle where it stays on, where it won't go off.
I'll be darned.
If that button go off, so you think they say you have to really be double checking, really be worried when after you get gas, when the screen comes up, be real worried that the transaction is finished. If your car's where you do, they get every. But if you don't, the guy been scamming and his other friends can come by and they can start.
And just pull up and just start pumping.
Yeah, they just pull up and start pumping 20, 30, 40, put it on your car, 50, whatever, however much the price of gas. Because I'll tell you one quick story. I went a couple weeks ago, and the price of gas was fairly low. It's a pretty good price. So I went, I put my gas in, and it had on the screen, it said adjusting price. So what it said before I put my thing in. So I put it in the nozzle, got everything was all cleared out. As soon as I did that, the price of gas went up 50 cents a gallon.
Really?
As soon as I did it,
wow.
And I did it went from about close to $4 a gallon when I left the station. So like I said, it does go up, and they can sneak it up anytime they want to. With all this digital stuff now.
Oh man, I'm telling you, yeah.
They do it anytime. They say the grocery stores now they do it too. They can change anytime. They can change prices anytime they want to. They ain't nothing y'all can. Ain't nothing you can do is change.
Sure.
I said just keep a watch on that. But thanks Donald J for our high gas. I appreciate you.
Thanks to Trump.
$6 gas over in California. Appreciate you. But the Democrats still won this week, though. So, guys, have a good week. And Ms. Neal, another candidate, keep your campaigns going. Don't win come election day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Jeff Neal, good friend of this broadcast and a good friend of WGNS. Thank you, Jeff. We appreciate it. That's a pretty good scam he's talking about.
I've heard about it.
Yeah.
It popped up on my timeline earlier this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you just have to really double check, make sure that when you put your nozzle back in, and you just have to make sure that nothing moves, I believe.
Sure.
But
sure.
I haven't,
Yeah.
I mean, I get gas at the same place every week.
That's
so.
what we do. Yeah, pretty much, And I'm telling you, when the prices get this high, and those poor
gotta
folks in
be careful,
California, I mean,
yes.
it's like $7-8 a gallon out
Most
there.
of them are doing that.
And I've seen them, and of course, don't get me wrong, Facebook, the online people, it's full of it. But they're saying we're going to have $10 a gallon gas. Now, I don't think it's going to. I don't
think
see
it'll
that
get
happening.
$10 here.
But
I don't think it will.
You know, of course, there's always a possibility anything
yeah.
like that can happen. You can hit $5 or $6 a gallon, and those people out in California are paying it, and I don't know how they do it.
I don't either.
I mean,
well, they do make a little bit more on their income.
Oh yeah, but they pay so much into the federal
Yes, they
federal
do.
budget. It's
Yes, they
unbelievable.
do.
People don't realize. They talk about that bunch out there in California. Let me tell you something. That bunch of California,
Yes.
if their budget were a country, they would be the 4th or 5th largest country
would
in the
be.
world.
Yes.
I don't know how one governor runs that state.
I don't either.
I don't.
I don't. I don't.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. But I think the gentleman asked a question, something about how close the race will be. I think
Sure.
this is just an opinion of mine. Of course, I'm going to win.
I hope you do.
But in my opinion, it'll be close if we can get everyone out to vote.
Sure. That's always
Everyone.
been the case.
We've got
If
got to get those folks.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of conservative Democrats,
Sure we do.
and we've got to get them out to vote. And so you're going to have to give them a good message, something that they will truly believe. You're going to do what you say you're going to do.
Sure.
But now, if we have the same lackluster that we've been having, I would wager to say it's kind of hard. It's just hard. But I think if we have a lot of people, the votes will be close. If we have a few people, you might have one of the 5 to end up with 50% of the vote.
Well, but when we boil this thing all down to gravy after this primary that you're in,
Yes.
that will give everybody a clear, and let's
Yes.
bring everybody together and say, look, we got to do this.
We do.
And it is time for that gentleman to go.
And I've already told
Yeah.
people that since I'm a retired veteran, I know how to do recon. Because they say Desjardins, he doesn't like to debate. I'm gonna find. There'll be enough veterans in those 10 counties that we're gonna do a recon mission. We're gonna find him, and he's gonna talk to me.
I don't know. I think he'll be out of the country. I don't believe he. Now, he's avoided it like the plague.
Well, I've got veterans overseas too, so I'm good. I mean, we'll find him.
I'm telling you, it is the beatingest thing I've ever seen.
It is.
Of people that just, oh, well, it is what it is. Well, no, it isn't.
No, it's not.
It's not.
And he really needs to go.
Him and a bunch of others.
Him and a bunch of others.
That's
I
right.
know that there was a VA center down, I believe, I won't call the city, but it was scheduled to close.
Right.
So Desjardins showed up there about 2.5, 3 weeks ago. Oh, it's not closing. We're going to leave it open. So I told some of the veterans that were there, he came to get vote points.
That's all he's doing.
He came to.
Oh, he's
he
all
came to
over
get vote
Facebook.
points.
Everybody's visiting his
Because
office
if
now.
he
Yeah.
wins, and I don't think he will, but if he wins in November, I guarantee you that VA center will be closed no later than December 31st.
Oh, they'll close that thing down.
They'll
sure.
shut it down
Yeah,
quick. So,
Sure.
But he just came to get points, and so I spoke to a lot of veterans at that day to tell them, don't believe him. He's lying. And the only thing,
Yeah,
it's
sure.
just, and we've got to get the veterans to understand, just because they say what you want to hear, it doesn't equate to what you need to hear.
Oh, it sure sounds good. Yeah. You're going to have a good job. Remember, you're on your own. No one cares about you, and you're going to make more money than you ever made. Look, Bill Gates didn't wake up one morning and say,
No,
I think
he
I'm
did
going to be a
not.
billionaire.
No, he
didn't.
did
That
not.
didn't happen.
No, he did not.
Warren Buffett did it over many. He's
Yes, he
done
did.
it for over 70
Yes,
years.
and Warren Buffett's from Nebraska.
Yeah, and he's the one, he got so mad over the system. He said my secretary paid more in taxes than I did.
Yeah. And we
But
need to
no
change
one
that.
wants to listen to. I don't know why people don't want to listen to
I
these
don't
people.
understand it, but that needs to change too. So we'll work on that.
You
I
know.
have an economist on staff.
But I mean, it is just unbelievable. It's like we just push everything to the back,
Yes.
put it back in the back corner, and we don't have to look at it.
Yes.
And if you don't see it, maybe it'll go away.
Maybe it'll go
No,
away.
it won't.
No, it won't.
And I'm of the opinion, well, we just kicked the can for another one. Well, the can has become like a 55-gallon drum
Thank
now.
you. And we can't kick that.
And we can't keep going with this.
It is vital that we get the House back.
It is. Oh,
It's
yeah.
vital.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, America is on life support.
Democrats, get up,
And
get registered,
yes.
and go
Go
vote.
And you can
Please.
always call me at 615-498-7925. I'll be more than happy to give you a ride to the poll.
I mean, I don't know how much easier it's going to be. Look, you've got to get off your backside and go vote,
Yes,
people.
you
Now,
do.
you got to do it. And, I've told this, and I know people that listen to me regularly are tired of hearing this, but I'm going to say it again. I had older people, good Democrats, that I talked to after an election. This has gone on for years now. Well, how'd your vote come out? Well, I didn't go vote. I didn't, I quit voting. These are good, hardworking
Yes.
people that have been around for years. Why are you not voting anymore?
I don't
Good
understand it.
people.
Yes.
Good people that have done well, got good families, good
Yes.
people, hadn't been in any trouble. Just, I don't know. I just feel I don't know. It's such a mess now. I just don't, look, the reason it's a mess is because you're
didn't
not
vote, 'cause
voting.
You didn't vote.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll tell you what, Connor, if we can, let's go to our last break, and we'll come back. And Marlena Trigo is here, and I want to aggravate her a little bit before she goes. And Dr. Joyce Neal's here. They're asking for your indulgence and your vote for their elections as Dr. Neal takes off in District 4 for the United States Congress. And for some reason, Marlena Trigo wants to be down at the state capitol with a bunch of Republicans. Now, why, I don't know, but we'll talk about that later when we have her back and see if we can get her looked at. And I don't know, yeah, really, I'm serious. It's crazy mess down there. It's about as crazy down there as it is in Washington. It's crazy.
Yes,
what
it
people are
is.
saying.
Yes, it is.
I'm telling you. Let's go to our last break, and we're going to do this. Ed Raymer with you. Connor's on the board, back with you right after this. Stay with us. Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. You know, if you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219, or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
And I want to tell you about a great friend of ours, J. Mullins Jewelers. You know, they've been in this county for going on 100 years now. And their new location is 1640 Memorial Boulevard, right here in Murfreesboro. Jewelry for any and all occasions, weddings, birthdays, of course, all holidays, Christmas and everything, getting real busy around the Christmas holidays. Check them out at 1640 Memorial Boulevard, right here in Murfreesboro. You know, J. Mullins Jewelers. Can't beat it. Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. You know, if you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219, or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
And I want to tell you about a great friend of ours, J. Mullins Jewelers. You know, they've been in this county for going on 100 years now. And their new location is 1640 Memorial Boulevard, right here in Murfreesboro. Jewelry for any and all occasions, weddings, birthdays, of course, all holidays, Christmas and everything, getting real busy around the Christmas holidays. Check them out at 1640 Memorial Boulevard, right here in Murfreesboro. You know, J. Mullins Jewelers. Can't beat it. Thank you, Connor. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you, Tim at J. Mullins. Thank you very much. All of our other people, sponsors that have been with me along the way, thank you. I appreciate you. Some of you I'm going to be coming to visit, by the way, because I haven't done that in a while, and I need to get out there and do that. We're talking to Dr. Joyce Neal, who's running against Scott Desjardins, District 4. Marlena Trigo, she is running for District 37 State House. We're going to have you back. She came up tonight. I don't know how she got here. I don't know if did you just stumble in or what?
She rode with me.
Oh, she was looking for a ride. Okay. Any way you can do it, that's fine. But please stay in touch with me, because I do want to have you back. And
Of course.
I mean, Dr. Neal, hopefully we'll have you back as well. But I was just thinking about something during the break. You being in military service,
Yes,
you know something about this system.
I do.
You understand how this works
Somewhat.
and what this means as far as being in service.
Yes.
I mean, there's much to know about the federal government, don't get me wrong. But you've been through this thing. Yeah.
Yep.
And you've seen probably the good and some places where it could really, really be improved. And, I think we ought to take care of our veterans.
We should.
And,
We should.
I've seen so many people that, some of our veterans come back home, young men and women, oh boy, I appreciate you. Thank you for your service. And, well, you lost an arm. Well, boy, that's tough. Those things happen. Well, thanks anyway. Wait a minute. That's not the deal.
That's not. And
We're supposed to take care of these
we
people
are supposed
the
to- we
rest
are.
of their lives.
That is
Whatever
true.
they need. Now, if they get out
is
and they can
true.
make it on their own, that's fine.
That's true.
That's good. But they may need specialized
Yes.
care.
Yes, they should.
And this thing of, thank you for your service. I guess the sick of people, and I know some of them. Come on, man. I refuse to do that. I just want to say, I appreciate what you do, and hopefully that that I do appreciate that, because I've never been in the service. I don't know anything about that. But I'll tell you what, boy, the Secretary of War Pete Heggs does, doesn't he? Huh? What do you think about him? I'm going to get one of them tattoos.
Yeah. He's unqualified. First and foremost, he is highly unqualified for his position. That's the first thing.
You think?
And then, and when he had that meeting where all the generals and admirals and whatever
I
came
watched
in,
that last night.
I listened to him, and I'm thinking, have you even completed the schooling required? And I'm sure he hasn't. But he needs to go. He would be the first one that needs to get the boot.
Sure.
He has done so much damage to the military. I mean, for one example, he's removed, I think, close to 114 religious denominations from the military. So if you are in one of those...
How do you do that?
He just did it. He's the Secretary of Defense.
Right.
And he
not
just-
Secretary of War. Yeah, right.
And he just decided, I guess after he finished his bourbon or scotch, well, you know what? I've already taken care of the blacks and the females and all the other folks I don't like. Let me hop over to the religious side.
Yeah, they don't like them either. Yeah.
And
no.
so he has just taken the military and turned it into I don't know what. And there are a lot of unhappy people that are still in.
Well, and it's not just people of color.
No, it's not.
Here's the thing: we've got white children. I said they're young. I'm calling young people
Yes.
people in their 30s and
Yes.
40s
Yes.
anymore.
Yeah.
But that are saying, I just don't think I want to have anything to do with a process like that, because they feel that too. They say this is not right,
It's not.
and I don't want to be part of that. It's hurting.
Yes.
It's hurting
Yes,
us.
it is. Yes.
And now I have not looked at the numbers, but I'm going to bet that they're down of people that are getting into the military service because of this mess that we're going through.
I
I'm
think
just me
so.
talking.
I think
have
so.
not checked, but
Yeah.
I'll stand corrected on that.
Yeah.
But this is ridiculous.
It's bad. It's
Yeah.
bad, and he keeps attacking. I mean, like a few weeks ago, he took everybody off a promotion list. If you were a female or a male, black male, black or white females, it doesn't matter to him. It's like he's got something against females in particular.
Oh, they all do.
And so I'm trying to figure out.
It scares them to death. It scares them. Yeah.
So, but he has he's decimated the military.
It's ridiculous. And I have seen presidents for years, because I've been around this thing a while now, and many presidents would go in and never upset a Secretary of Defense,
That's right.
regardless of what administration they were through.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I think President Clinton had I forget the guy's name, but he was his secretary. But he
Yes.
was on the right side of the aisle and said, "No, I want to keep him where you." They've got a system in place that's working.
And it's working.
Leave them there.
Leave it there.
But not this one.
But this one, they've come in and
Yeah.
they've literally ruined careers, especially of our general staff.
Well, this president's tore the whole White House down.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about. Yeah, that's
No.
Yeah, I know it's
It is
bad.
crazy.
It's bad. I mean, the whole administration is rogue, and like I said, Speaker Johnson, he won't put a stop to it.
They can put a stop to it at the snap of your fingers.
Just like that.
Tomorrow morning,
He-
say,
and he can-
okay, this is over.
This is over. We're done.
Yeah.
Get rid of that.
And I mean, of all people that took President Nixon down,
Thank
Senator
you.
Barry Goldwater,
Yes.
who was at the time, Republican.
Yes.
He took the votes and went to President Nixon and said, "Mr. President, we've gone as far as we can go on this trail.
Yeah, it's time for you to go home.
It's time to go."
And that's what they need to tell.
I know.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
today.
and I mean, I don't understand what they're doing, watching the country be, You know, and this mess that's going on with this cage wrestling and all that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't see how anybody can just look at that and say, well, let's just give the R's a couple of more years and see what else they can do.
Yeah, well, I don't think so.
And
No,
so
they've done quite enough.
So, I mean, it's just imperative that for whatever reason you vote how you vote, just take a genuine look at what is going on in America.
Please. Please take a real look.
A serious look.
Yeah.
And then look at your kids, your grandkids. Some folks even got great-great-grandkids.
That's right.
And just look at your generations. Do you really want them to grow up in this chaos?
I have wondered many times, and you might have had the same feeling too. And now, Marlena is none of the age. Maybe this hasn't affected you yet. Our parents have since passed.
Yes.
Okay. Mom and Dad passed several years ago. But I wonder if they could magically come back right now, and if they could just spend a day or two with us. What say? Well, here's what we've got. I mean, I can hear my parents. My grandparents, forget it, man. No, they'd pick up a gun and go. They'd be headed to Washington. I'm telling you. No. So this is what we worked for.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, this isn't my America.
No.
We need to get it back. So let's
And
just
we were
lock and load
raised- yeah.
and head on up to D.C.
We were raised in coal country. We were
Yes.
raised up there, coal-built Western Kentucky.
Yes.
And let me tell you, we were raised conservative Democrats.
Yes.
That's how we were raised. You raised a family. I've told us 100 times. I'll tell it again. I don't care. But you took care of your family.
Yes,
you
you
worked a
did.
job.
Yes, you did.
You took care of your neighbors.
Yes,
Some
you
of you
did.
were.
Yes.
Not everybody was affiliated with a church or
Yes.
whatever.
Uh-huh.
Some people were active in government more than others. Some people they're cut out for that.
That's right.
But in other words, you were kind.
Yes, you were. You were kind
Yeah.
and you respected your neighbor.
Right.
And if your neighbor needed a cup of sugar, you took
just-
them. If they need to borrow a couple of eggs, here,
No problem.
let's go.
Yeah.
But now
People don't even know who their neighbors are.
they don't. And I'm the president of my HOA in Antioch, and when I get complaints about some things, I ask, "Well, have you talked to your neighbor yet?" "Oh, I don't know who they are."
Right. Yeah.
Now, where I live, I know all of my neighbors.
Right. Yeah.
And we look out for each other, and so I try to push that to the rest of the subdivision. But you've got to get to know your neighbor, especially when you're in a subdivision that is diverse as mine.
Well, and here's the thing too. You might need your neighbors every once in a while.
Thank
If you go
you.
on a trip for
Go on
3
a
or 4
trip.
days,
Yes.
they might want to look at your house
That's
and
right.
see.
That's
They're going to
right.
know
Yes.
who comes to your house and who
Yes.
doesn't.
Yes. Well, we
And-
had a situation like that. My neighbor across the street, he took his family to Disneyland, and he forgot to tell us. So after about 4 or 5 days, the car didn't move, and somebody said, "Are they still alive?" I said, "Well, they did. They were concerned. They thought that somebody had gone in and taken them out." So I sent him a text message, "Are you okay?" And he responded back, "Oh, Joyce, I'm so sorry. I forgot to tell you we were going to be gone for about 10 days." But yes, the neighbors in the cul-de-sac, they started saying, "Joyce, you need to figure out what's going on because those cars haven't moved."
Well, I mean, and a lot of people and nowadays, they're putting pictures on Facebook. We're enjoying the beach. And somebody's sitting there saying, that house is wide open.
That's
and
right.
especially if you live out in the county
Yes.
and you don't have many neighbors
That's right.
around you if
Yes.
you're on a
Yes.
10 or 15 acre spread or something like that. And that's the reason, me being a private investigator, I volunteer every summer to look after everyone's tomatoes if you're going on vacation.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, yes. I look after everyone's garden for
Oh,
them.
yeah. Hey.
I'm just doing the Christian thing. And
Oh, yeah.
and I'm telling you,
I tell
at
ya.
that time of year, my tomato sandwiches go up and
Oh,
my brother said, I know what you're saying. Hey, you're going to come out and steal some of my tomatoes. I said, well,
Well,
I'm just being
just
nice
one or
about
two,
it.
one or
There's
two.
no payment involved,
That's
but I'd
right,
appreciate
yeah.
a tomato sandwich,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Pettis Reed is one of them. He said, I ain't letting you know, Raymer, said I'd read more mater sandwiches in your house than you shake stick. I said, well, that's part of it, But you might need your neighbors every once in a while.
And I look, I mean, I open my door every morning at about 6 a.m. So I see every car that comes in.
Really? Yeah.
And I stand on the porch and look at them.
Right.
You don't belong here.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they just-
Sure.
yeah. So,
Sure.
yeah, I'm that nosy neighbor.
No, see. Well, that can be good. Now, Marlene, when are you going to come back and be with us, hon? What? I mean, you're sitting over. You're being nice. You're quiet.
Whenever you'll have me, I'll come
Okay.
on back.
All right. All right. In a few weeks. Now we've got until August the 6th.
It's the primary day.
But this,
July 17th.
we're in
Early voting.
Yeah, we're into June, and this thing's going to get hot. Ladies, it's going to be hot out there.
Yes.
But, you know, I am so pleased to be here tonight with this. I have my first great-grandmother that's running for office. Now, folks, if you can't get behind that, then go with it. You know, come on. I mean, it's not that bad. It's pretty good. If this little lady can do this, what could you do if you really put your mind to it, people? I mean, really, a great-grand... I cannot believe this.
Yes, a great group 5.
Great day. I mean, I think, you know, I don't know what I'd like to be around that table Thanksgiving dinner.
It's pretty full. It's pretty full.
I'm telling you. Well, I am pleased as punch that both of you are here. I appreciate it. Tell people, Dr. Joyce, now tell people how to get hold of you. And I'll tell you what, Marlena, go ahead. Joyce got a little frog in her throat. How do people get a hold of you? And tell them all your information.
Okay. Well, you can find me I have Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Instagram and TikTok are both Marlena for Tennessee. And my Facebook is Marlena Trigo for Tennessee State House 37. And then you can also email me at marlena.trigo.hd37@gmail.com. And my website is marlenaforstatehouse37.com.
That's Trego, Trigo, Marlena Trigo. And please send me a Facebook friend request or something.
Absolutely.
Please do. And Doctor, I don't know if you have yet or not, but it makes no difference. Please do. I want to know. And Doc, how's everybody get a hold of you? We've got about 2 minutes left. Go ahead.
My number where you can always call me during business hours is 615-498-7925. My campaign Facebook page is J. Neal for Congress, District 4, and I have my other social media linked to my Facebook account.
Good.
So, but
It's all linked together.
I would say call me, 615-498-7925. Just give me a call and we can talk, because I need to hear from everyone. If you have an issue, a concern, I need to hear from you.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing this for you.
If you have an idea. Or if you're like me, if you'd like to just call her about 2:30 in the morning and just breathe into the phone. And some people do that type thing.
Some do.
But, you know, thank you both so much.
you.
Like I said,
Thank
Marlene,
you.
it's been a pleasure to meet you, you know, an unexpected treat. And no, I'm serious. It is, because I admire people that run for office. I really do. And I wish you both the best. Probably have you
Thank
both
you.
back. Oh, I know I'm going to have Marlene back, and Doc, I'll probably have you back. And good luck in that primary, because I'm going to tell you, it's going to get hot out
yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
We got the CMA thing out of the way this week. What do we do? The
It's Bonnaroo.
Bonnaroo, the
Bonnaroo,
Lollapalooza,
yeah.
or whatever
Yeah,
that thing
it's-
is. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And yeah, you can find them on the tic-tac-toe thing too. And whatever it is. I don't know, my space, my friend's space, whatever it is. And thank you all so much. Connor, thank you. How you doing, son? You getting there? Yeah. He's going to be all right, I'm telling you. And I'll tell you what, we're out of time. And I'm getting kind of like Angela, as the Angies are. We're not out of talk, but we're out of time. They're going to run us out of here and sweep us out right now. Ladies, thank you both again.
Thank you.
And I'll tell you what, till next Sunday night at 8 o'clock, this is Evan Lee Raymer. Till then, I'll catch you down the road. Good night.